My name is Lorenzo. I'm a software engineer and I'm building my first end-to-end application just for fun. The idea? A content manager where you can schedule once and post across all your social media platforms. In these videos, I'll document my journey from start to finish, the learning process, the achievements, the struggles. I'm doing all of this for fun, but I hope one day my app will be used by a large pool of content creators. Thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I hope you stick around for the ride. So, quick life update. My wife had a family emergency and she had to leave the country. She will be away for probably 4 weeks and she took the baby with her. So I'll be home alone for the next month. I also had to take a week off from work because there is so much going on in my personal life right now. More on this probably in the next videos. Anyways, I don't mind being alone. I don't feel lonely. I don't feel loneliness. But of course I do miss my girls and the house feels empty without them. The good thing is I have a lot of spare time, so this week I'm gonna try to give a push to my project. Last night I was able to put in a few hours and I basically cleaned up the code a little bit and I started adding some security levels. In particular, I started adding rate limiters just to make the API endpoints a little bit more secure. These are all the things I will start adding little by little, just the finishes, like finishing touches here and there. But especially this week, I want to start integrating at least one social media account, and I want to start with Instagram. So probably tonight I will spend some time finishing this polishing phase, and tomorrow I want to start adding social media connections, and I will do that using a lot of AI because I've never done it before, so I need to do some research. I will use ChatGPT to get an idea of what are the steps, and then I will probably refine everything with Copilot. Let's see if in this video I'm able to give you a little bit of a more hands-on overview of what I'm doing, and let's see where this week brings me. So I started reading a little bit already about how to connect Instagram to my backend app. The flow is pretty straightforward. You have to ask users permission to access their profile, and then they have to grant permissions, and then you get back authorization token that you use to authenticate your requests. So the flow is pretty straightforward. It's quite easy to understand. The thing is I've never done it before, so I don't really know how to implement it yet, and that is where ChatGPT will come in handy. For now, I have a rough idea, so that's good already. And since it is already 3 p.m., what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna start this either later today or tomorrow, because first there's something else I wanna tackle, and that is here in the code. I just realized that I do not have a guard in place to prevent the front-end app to access my endpoints if the user didn't validate their email address. I want to guard my endpoints in the same way that they're already guarded with authentication. Currently my endpoints are guarded with a JWT, so an access token. Any request that comes in without an access token or with an invalid access token is rejected. So I have to do the same thing for users that do not have their email validated. So I have to add another guard, and I have to implement a strategy that is slightly different. So instead of considering the access token, it has to consider a field in the database that is the is validated. It's in the users table. Here it is. So is verified. If this field is 0, that means that the user didn't verify their email. So I want to guard my endpoints against that. And I think I'm going to ask ChatGPT how to do it. Okay, ChatGPT just spit out the result. Yeah, and that is what I had in mind, adding a guard that implements check on is verified. This is the true power of AI, like ChatGPT, but AI in general. If you have a clear idea of what you want to do and how to do it, the implementation is trivial. So if you prompt ChatGPT with a very specific input and you have a clear understanding of what you're doing, these tools are incredible. So I've been able to add the email verification guard to all the endpoints. Now a user is not able to access endpoints unless they have verified their email. And this is pretty much the last piece that I needed to put together before moving on to connecting social media accounts. I still need to implement unit tests, and probably that's something I'm gonna do at the end. But I'm debating if I want to do that before or after starting connecting the user accounts, because I don't want to add too much code and then having to test like a whole bunch. I'm probably gonna stop at a reasonable milestone, which this feels like one, and probably I'm gonna start adding unit tests and then probably moving to adding the connection with the social media accounts. It's quite late in the evening, it's 7:34, so I'm probably gonna stop it here, and I'll tackle next goal tomorrow, whatever it will be, unit tests or social media accounts, we don't know.